Well, I just didn't want to set you up if you want to be sour today. Just so you know that.
How can you be sour, baby?
I have nothing to be sour about.
Mm-hmm.
The things that matter to me the most in life.
I've been surprised, baby. I've been surprised. Right? Like
the real things that matter. the real things that matter. Arsenal won today, bro. I'm good.
Listen, that's how I know Arsenal's a good team. Because today's game was ugly.
Hey, Matt,
like they still had other ideas, they just couldn't execute, and they came out 1-0 win against. I get it right, like whatever the team is called, Bodo
Glimt
de mierda, whatever it is. Like
they're from where? They're from Norway.
No, Norway.
Yeah.
You seen the turf pitch they're playing on?
Yep.
No, I didn't watch the game. I didn't.
That's just like
You know what? Arsenal lost my parlay today, Doug. Fuck Arsenal today.
You win the over on goals?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were talking about that team on the broadcast. Apparently, they have won like 14 straight games or something like that. So they're not even. I mean, they're not a pushover team when you think about it. You know,
that team is the epitome of a pro club's team in real life, dog. These people have they defend four people. Like 4 people are always defending, and then the rest is just attacking. They all just run. They all just run forward, dog. And it's like early cross after early cross, high pressure, like chaotic shit. While I was watching the game, and I was like, that looks like when like Jesse, Massa, Rooney, George, and these are running like all strikers, dog. They all just run into the box. I was like, and I'm not even gonna lie, dog. Like Matt Turner had a couple blocks that would have resulted in something. You seen what their one striker that had a counter strike, and he goes on and he put it wide. Oh, you didn't see the game, right, Massa?
No, I didn't see
I'm not gonna lie. Arsenal escaped a little because they had chances. But again, Arsenal's a good team, baby. They figure out how to win.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Did you see United that was embarrassing. At home, with all those players, they barely survived at the very end. They scored like 94th minute.
Also, though, like as much as I want to talk shit, they got the dub though, right? Like I was ready, dog. I got shit ready for Rooney and the boys on Discord and shit. But they got the dub, right? Like ugly as shit, embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hey, to be honest with you, that keeper was on his head, though. Like that keeper was on some shit.
I heard he was having a fire ass game.
F1. F1's a wrap already.
That shit got me hot, bro. I was trying to I've been falling asleep early. I've been getting tired, and
old man, dog.
Races at 10, dog. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up. Motherfuckers do a lap, and then delay, and then next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock, dog, and they still haven't started. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed, bro.
I for sure thought it was gonna.
Which game?
I'm sorry.
Formula 1.
Oh,
it was in Japan, so it was at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Perfect too, though.
Perfect time. You know, I don't gotta wake up early. I'm already awake. Dog, the delay. I gave up at 11. I was like, I'm going to bed. This shit's not gonna happen today.
Yeah, I for sure thought they were gonna they're gonna call it. They only raced for like 40 minutes, I think, or 36 minutes, something like that. Either way, though, F1 is wrapped. Verstappen fucking ran away with it.
Over?
Yeah, Verstappen, Red Bull. They daddies as fuck. A stupid ass. Why your boys couldn't fucking pull together, dog?
That's on engineering, though, dog. They got great drivers.
Engineering and strategy too, dog. Strategy is stupid as fuck at points this year. Oh, shit. Yeah, she was stupid. All right,
Arsenal top of the league, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Arsenal top of the league, boys. Arsenal top of the league. They're looking. I'm telling you, dog.
Atleti's super booty right now.
Barca's super booty, bro. Real Madrid's gonna get another free chip, dog.
I had so much expectations this season, bro, and it's I don't know.
Dog, you see?
I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say it.
But there's levels to this shit, right? Did you see all the players Barca brought in and the quality that they brought in?
Yeah.
And they're essentially out of the Champions League already. Right? Because Inter has to lose for them to have a chance. And they have to be Bayern. But neither are happening, bro.
The signings that Atleti made too, they shouldn't be in this situation either. Maybe there's not like a high, like what I was excited about for this season. Like, yeah, we don't have like a striker, like a killer. We got Morata starting or Griezmann or whatever, but the squad that is
Not there.
stupid, bro. It's there. Like it's like you take
Oh,
out
so you think
Lamar
like we could
and
just rotate everybody and shit? Have
yeah,
fresh
and
legs.
this shit, like you got okay, Lamar starts or Carrasco starts or Correa starts. Like
Yeah.
you have that type of depth, and that
Your
shit's
ass.
not there. Like
And your daddy's from Belgium?
Shout out to Club Bruges, dog. They
That's
nice.
Club Rouge. Yeah.
They're
Oh,
they
these girls are
qualified
fucking
first
each other
in the group.
up.
Whether they're nice or not, they're better than Atleti for sure.
100%.
Oh, ooh, pull the shit over here. Oh, I dragged. Oh, I kicked her. Damn, Dodger Stadium was popping yesterday.
I bet.
Ooh.
I bet.
There's a good fight right here. I don't know how,
shit.
but it came up on the share from the Stan stream on Twitter. Hell yeah, that was pretty dope. Oh, that girl's still mad.
What kind of hood shit you following in that account now?
She's still down. I'm not gonna lie. I used it a while back, like when the whole Ukraine war started. Like right away, I was all over that shit. I'm surprised you guys didn't notice.
But shows how much we on this shit. All right, we on in a couple of minutes right now. I'll be right back. I just gotta change the weasel real quick.
What's up, Papa?
What's up, baby?
How's the weekend?
How are you?
I'm good.
Chilling, like a villain. Wait, what? How did I do this weekend? What happened this weekend? Huh?
No tourneys for Eli?
No, Eli's out of tournament season. They're regular season right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, they didn't have any games this past week. I'm trying to think. Well, he had his What did they do this week? Oh, it was Lisa's birthday. Duh, no shit. I can't remember. Yeah, that's right. So we did stuff with her. They didn't go to any of the games. Well, Eli still had practice. He had futsal training Sunday evening. So apart from that, no, just I still have to work. I think Saturday.
You off this Saturday?
Yeah, I got the day off. Happy for you. So Eli has a game in the morning. As soon as we can leave from that, we're gonna head straight over.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the weekend.
Me too. Hell yeah, Tigres is winning. 1-0 though.
I'm gonna say it right now because I don't want to say it later,
but what?
They got Mex's booty though.
Oh, it's just whack.
Like how I was watching the Dodger game and I was flipping back and forth because I had money on the Cruz Azul Monterrey game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably like I've seen better games from San Jose, dog. That shit is.
I told you this a few. I think we talked about it a few episodes back.
Say that shit one more time. Say that shit one more time.
Liga MX is trash now, bro.
Yeah,
just facts, bro. Not even Tigres is fun to watch, and they have supposedly powerhouse team or whatever with all these, players, and they're not.
I was telling Angel about yesterday how I was watching Cruz Azul Monterrey. The quality of Liga MX is down, and they're down bad, bro.
Yeah, man.
It also could be that maybe it's not that it's down. Maybe we were just accustomed to that before, and now since the level here has increased, maybe it's just we're not. It doesn't stand out to us anymore. There's nothing special really about it.
Usually, like I speak for myself, I could watch ugly soccer, bro. Like this shit doesn't bug me.
Yeah,
I was falling asleep, bro. Like that shit was bad. Like fuck, man. Like it wasn't even exciting, dog. Like there was nothing in that game. Like there was no creativity. Like Monterrey was like everybody was Sebastian Legit that night, bro. There was openings to go forward, and everybody passed back. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing, dog? Like, I don't know. And then our boy Antuna, bro. Like, I was expecting to see something, right? Like, because like he always goes forward, and my man's trying to take on like 5 motherfuckers, and there's a man open on the other side. At least try to switch the ball over, dog. Like, do something. Like, you're trying to take on like 5 motherfuckers. We didn't even get past the first one.
Nah.
Like, nah. Oh my god, bro. It was bad. Yeah. And
I hear
I didn't
that.
watch the America game, or I didn't watch any of the games today. I heard that the Lucas Santos game was
Dog,
popping.
America should have won like gajillion to 0.
Well, that's the exception of the whole fucking league, right? Like America, and again, because they buy big and they buy whoever's the best. I think they're the exception of play, but like Liga MX is in the gutter, bro. Like I was telling myself, like every game I've seen, bro, is like the first 10, 15 minutes of each half. There's like good quality. You see the technical side of the Mexican football, right? And after that, when they get tired, dog, it's fouls and long balls, dog. Like I'm gonna foul you, or I'm gonna make my striker run. Like it's been bad, bro. And that's just like not one team, but just like in general. Every time I see fucking Liga MX on Univision with it.
See, that's part of the reason why I'm excited to see the Leagues Cup, right? Because obviously it's our perspective of the game, right? Yeah, exactly. Now showing people like, oh, it's a money guy. Like, I get it, absolutely. But I'm tired of seeing the same shit over and over. It's, Galaxy against Chivas or against America and LAFC against these teams, right? I get it. I understand.
Middle versus
Seattle, obviously by merit, they've played in Champions League. I get that, right? By merit, but everybody else, I want to see it. All right, let's see what Cincy's gonna do against fucking,
middle of the pack versus middle of the pack.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah. I want to see what DC United does against fucking Celaya, dog. Obviously Celaya doesn't exist anymore, but you get the point. Like, bring him back.
Even the MLS clubs who don't spend, right? Let's see if they can get matched up with a Mexican club that don't spend, because it's not all Mexican clubs.
I mean, Mazatlan going up against fucking I don't know, Houston Dynamo. Like, I want to see that.
Listen, I don't. I'm always Galaxy over everybody, right? But I'm very interested to see where the leagues stack up in a situation like that, right? Especially, and not Galaxy versus like the other big club, because as you said, right, Galaxy, I think we should stand apart. We're done, but Seattle think's a better example because they recently just won that shit. But they spend that's considered a big club in MLS, right?
They spend.
Clubs.
Yeah,
let's see middle clubs versus middle clubs. That'd be fun. All right, let's get ready to fucking just show and talk about the G's. Not about all the bullshit we talked for 10 minutes. I appreciate y'all. Here we go.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Foul supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hey,
I gotta read it.
Oh, what are we reading?
In the chat, Brian. Fuck that Kool-Aid tattoo. I gotta read it.
Listen.
Fuck that Kool-Aid tattoo.
Put your cups out. I'm gonna come around and just serve a little Kool-Aid for everybody. Everybody taking a little sip of Kool-Aid with me today.
Pour it in here right quick.
Yeah, listen.
It's gonna be my Space Jam water from now on.
Listen, man. I need all you guys to turn it off right now. Turn it off. Turn everything off. It's a wrap. You guys can't watch this. You can't watch the Galaxy no more. Only me. Solo yo. Fucking around. Fucking around. Listen, yeah, like we're gonna about to have 5-minute podcast because we just kind of talked about it. We just said everything I need to say. Like, I'm not getting a Kool-Aid man tattoo.
I mean, you still can for the memories,
Hold on. You're not gonna let Brian come over here and sabotage the show, dog. Nag's trying to sabotage the show right now, trying to throw us off our game. Stop. All right, stop. We're gonna do this how we do it. How you boys doing today?
Chilling, baby. Chilling, dog.
That's it?
I'm doing great. Nah, I'm doing fantastic. Like, the teams that matter to me, that really matter, that have that on my heart.
IRL teams.
All the IRL teams, and my favorite players, that they're doing the things I need them to do, So things are great, Eli's beasting, Galaxy's the best team in the world, and Arsenal's a close second, So that's all that matters. Fuck all the other sports. Nothing else matters. Fuck everything.
Can I just ask something real quick? Just curious about
something.
Mm-hmm. Without saying what prediction, but did you make a wrong prediction last week?
Oh, what? Sorry.
I'm not saying you have to answer which prediction.
Mm-hmm.
But is it fair to say that you made a wrong prediction last week?
I made a raw prediction.
Wrong prediction.
What was it?
Doesn't matter because it's not real.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking news. I did not get a hat trick in fantasy football. No, I did not fuck Rudy. Rudy fucked me. Well, it wasn't really a lot of. It was like
consensual.
Yeah, it was
right?
consensual. It was consensual.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, but you were definitely the one plowing it, like giving it to me. But it was consensual. Yeah, because it wasn't like an ass beating or anything, But yeah, for a minute there, damn. I hate fantasy though. Fuck fantasy.
You know what? It happened a minute. It happened a minute that we're not meant for kids this early on the show, right? Like you usually get into like really fucked up language and stupid shit towards the middle of the show. I like the way you started this time. Maybe it's just
listen. All your kids should
great form,
all your
great
kids
form,
should be
baby.
asleep anyway. Your kids should be in bed anyway. So yeah,
Unless
there's a
you
reason
got
why this is after hours.
Unless you got little bad silver teeth kids and shit, and then I
Yeah,
understand
and
it.
that's on
They
you.
take up
That's
hours.
on you. Yeah, exactly. They can watch.
I'm doing great.
That's what's up.
I'm doing great.
Happy for you, King. Yeah, I heard you already won this week too.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm all right. Like things on the up right now. It's not.
Why
not
did somebody start Carson Wentz? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a dumbass.
I am up. Nah, he's a gentleman by all means. Shout out to Cisco for giving me the easy dub. And I'm back, boys. I'm back, boys. I'm 500 now. Let's go. I'm back. All right. Let's go. All right. Oh, that shit's funny now, but I'm over here smiling and giggly. For any goddamn reason, baby. Listen, I think consecutive weeks for like 3-4 weeks now, I've been talking about. I said this team needed to be a step better, and we'd be all right. And then I went the whole season say that we're going to top 4. I backed this team when I shouldn't have, but at that point I was about in, right?
You were balls deep.
I had agreed to that too, so I had no out, right? Like, I had no out. And shout out George and straight up. Oh, baby's feeling better. Her Bar's feeling better, so George couldn't make it today. But shout out George, because he's agreed to get a set too. Also,
he's
my man
number 4, right?
Yeah, he's getting number 4. He has a plan. He has a plan how that's gonna all work out. But like bet to bet, my man's getting that. So shout out to him. But let's talk about this, right? I said we need to just do little things to get it better. And then last week happened where we didn't know how we felt, right? Because yes, we made playoffs. We have one game to go. It all determines. Shit went our way, but it felt like it wasn't enough to get a draw in our fan appreciation night, right? Like, again, better than the years prior where we were taking L, but it wasn't enough. Going into Houston, last game of the season, for us, a lot still didn't play. For Houston, not much to play. That rang a similar story again, right? Like that rang familiar for us because we've seen this happen. But the G's had none of it this time around. All right. And that's including getting a victory after getting scored on first. Man, I've been talking shit about like how I said this and all that. Listen, I don't give a fuck none of that shit. If the team wanted to figure out their shit right now, I am happy as fuck. Because with the fucking result this weekend, with our merit, we're hosting a playoff game.
That's wild.
Yeah, on some real shit that is wild, right?
That's wild.
I didn't see it happening the way it did, but
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Last time we hosted a playoff game.
Yeah.
2016.
Wow. That's wild.
Mm-hmm. It was a Gio 1-0 goal. We still had Giovanni Dos Santos in the squad. And then we went to lose to PKs in Colorado.
It's crazy because in a bunch of these threads in the community, like I seen a lot of people talking about like, yo, this is gonna be my first time.
Yo.
That's
the first
crazy.
time at a playoff game.
Forget
a home playoff game. Carrick, yeah. Blueberries, bro.
Yeah, blueberries.
Straight from the stands legend, guys. Straight from the stands fucking legend, bro.
Me.
I was talking to him because he had to work this weekend on Saturday, right? And that fool was panicking. And someone like did them solid, like, yo, I'll cover your shift, He gave up. He was so excited about this being his first home playoff because he went to Minnesota when they made the playoffs last time. He was so excited about this shit, he gave up his New Year's Eve weekend, so he's covering that one. He's working that one to be at the game on Saturday. That's how hyped he is because it's his first home playoff game, and like that shit is wild to me, right?
Shit. Yeah, that's
like,
some dope shit.
Like, I mean, playoffs used to be such a common thing, but I didn't realize like there's so much people that are new to this shit, right? Like,
not even new, because the last time we hosted a playoff game was 6 years ago. So you know what I mean? That's 6 years in, if you've been around for that long, it's not like you're new, right? You're like you're in the community, you're embedded if you've been around that long. Shit, it's been hard to be around for that long for 6 years, right? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like I can't even sugarcoat it. Like, and actually, like, it baffles me, right? Because like our expectation of them making playoffs every year is based on how often we've been in playoffs prior to the last, decade now, right, or whatever. Like we were so dominant, and especially like around the time that we came in, like it was prime Galaxy, right? Like, so again, just taking a second here to say, like, shout out to the G's for fucking making it happen, right? Like, I can't. Yes, they're not the team. They're not the end game. But we're fucking hosting a playoff game. Let's get into this game real quick.
Well, hold on. It's
okay. Go for it.
Live in the moment, right? It's that. I know it's not the end product, right? And we know we're gonna talk about playoffs right now. I understand that, and we might talk about what do we see this team going, and who knows, maybe one of you Kool-Aid ass motherfuckers will talk about MLS Cup. We'll see where this conversation takes us, right? At the end of this, right? But that, like, live in the moment and what's gonna happen on Saturday. It sucks as that early in the morning for some people because they might have things going on, like me. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be getting there like right before all of that. But that buzz, that feeling of playoff soccer here at home, oh, nice, buddy. I love it. Yeah. Sorry. It's it's that, it's that. There are no words. You can't describe this feeling. Like you guys know this, right? I can't. There's no way to put into words the feeling that you get, the anxiousness that you get when it's playoff soccer at the LA Galaxy Stadium.
I promise you, my bad. So to cut you off.
Yeah,
you just said something.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, I don't know what it is about playoff soccer at Dignity Health Sports Park, but you're gonna walk into that stadium that morning and the grass is gonna smell fresh. Like it's just a different, like it's like a different. All your senses in playoffs just enhanced. Like I'll never forget my first playoff game that I attended at that stadium.
Chill. Listen, I get it. Look, hold on. We're excited as fuck, but we haven't even talked about how we got there. I want to have this conversation. I want to get through this fucking game real quick.
What's that game? We won. Who cares? Season's over, dog.
But I think it's important because we're going into playoffs, right? And we're going to talk about playoffs. So like, I want to get through this game. I don't necessarily want to talk too much about what happened in the game. I don't want to talk too much about what happened in the game. I kind of want to talk about key players here and there. But let's go through it as quick as possible.
Right. Hold that thought, Masa. Write it down so you don't forget. We're starting off with you. Yeah.
Because I want to do this shit. All right, how do you forget? Okay, exactly. We're just talking about that, right? Listen, I would go through the whole thing. Nah, fuck it. Bonego, Edwards, Casares, Koulibaly, Araujo, Delgado, Brookman, Puig, Costa, Chicharito, Granzier. No surprises here. No, last minute changes. Just what we expected. Yeah.
Yes.
Everything. It's a wrap. Like, boys are feeling good. Everybody's feeling good. We're at Laces watching the game. Amazing time. 8 minutes in, the G's get scored on. Let me stop here for a second. They get scored on. Are you thinking fuck?
No, because right before that, I mean, the G started off well. Mm-hmm. There's that, and I know we probably want to skip through a lot of this, because at the end of the day, it's over. But reality is, listen, we start off well, and that goal, and maybe I know you guys want to dissect it a little bit, but I just kind of want to say exactly what happened. To go listen. Ricky Puig lost that ball. How often do you think that man's going to be responsible for losing that ball where he did, and being the cause of a goal? Not likely, right? So my biggest concerns going into this, and I talked about it, before Houston, is listen, this is a good opportunity for the team to focus on their defensive issues. Apart from that, I think we were fine. I mean, sure, maybe like one or two opportunities here and there. That was my biggest thing, and I'm not gonna give listen, we can nitpick if we want for sure, but we've been seeing what Ricky Push has been doing for the Galaxy since his arrival. So I'm not gonna knock the guy over being responsible for a goal. And people are like, oh, sure, yeah, but sure, I get that. But we also were in bad shape at that moment. Look at where we lost that ball. Look at where he lost the ball. How he leaves the team realistically in a bad spot, right? People could talk about Araujo not winning the ball, but listen, Araujo shouldn't be trying to fight for those area balls. And listen, at least try. My beef with those, yes, my beef with those. At least jump, try and be a estorbo. Just
you did.
I know exactly, right? So I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it. Like at least he attempted to play defense on that, and that to me is the biggest thing. At least attempt to win. If they beat you on something, especially that's not your forte, headering, being an aerial threat is not his forte. That's something that for the center backs are big for a reason. I'm not mad at it. I understand. Yeah. The response is what I wanted to see, right? Immediately after that.
So like right before getting there, like I asked this, right? Because as soon as they scored, the one thing I did was go look at the table standing. Right? And as soon as we got scored on, that dropped to 7th place. Now, I'm not even tripping on like 7th place because I knew we were playoffs, right? Like worst comes to worst, we're traveling away, whatever. What I was concerned about was having that thought creep into the players, right? Because I'm pretty sure everybody was aware of like where they would be sitting based on results or whatever. So I was scared about that. I was like, what you said, right? Like, can these boys react? Can they come out?
It's crazy because
what's the answer to that?
I had an opposite feeling to that. Because when we got scored on, I was like, all right, motherfuckers, if y'all fools want to make a deep run into playoffs, let's see how you react being down a goal away to a team that you've struggled against.
Almost put a 3-0 on you at home. Put 3 on you in the first half at home, right? Like,
I wanted to see what the reaction was because they have nothing to play for and they're up 1-0 at home. Let's see how you react. Like if you can react, let's see.
And the thing is, like they didn't miss a beat, right? Kick off and they're back at it. They're trying to get at them. But for they scored in the 8th. We didn't score until the 30th. For 22 minutes there, it seemed a little frustrating for the Galaxy, right? Because it was Galaxy. It was Galaxy the whole time. It was Houston trying to get on the counter, but the Galaxy had to cover the whole fucking time. But you didn't the goal wasn't coming in. I was starting to get concerned then as well. Here, and I think you know what it was? It was that everything was working out up to then the way somehow to my advantage, right? Getting 4th place. Team hosting a playoff. I was just ready for the wheels to fall off. I think that's what it was. I'm you know what I mean? I was at a point where like this can't happen. Like the wheels are gonna fall off. Point is, I was concerned because it didn't come immediately. It took them 22 minutes, right? Again, credit to the Galaxy because they were on their shit. And then we scored a fucking goal.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody take this because actually, Angel, you take this, right? Because I'll tell you this: when the play starts, I thought Gran Sierra fucked up.
You thought Gran Sierra fucked up or Costa fucked up?
Gran Sierra puts in the assist.
To the top of the box. Right. Yeah, I understand. Okay. I thought you were talking like before that.
No, I thought he fucked up because I thought he slowed the play down when he comes back in. Right? And then the initial pass, like, at least on TV, that didn't look like a good pass initially because it just seemed like it didn't find anybody. Yeah? Or am I crazy?
It seemed like it was. No, I see what you mean because it was so wide open inside the box, right? Within the 18 that there was somebody there. He put that ball into basically what seemed no man's land. Then you see Ricky Push come out of nowhere, just fucking with still enough, with sufficient. Listen, at first glance, I'm like, why? Why are you taking the touch? Just fucking let it rip, But then you watch it again, you realize he had all the time in the world. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. He set himself up perfect and just fucking let it rip.
Man got ice in his veins, baby.
Exactly, like ice. He's like, I have time. I need all I need, and he fucking just ripped that fucking net. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a hole somewhere in there. It almost fucking snapped all that.
It's imprint.
But before that, though, my thing is, and I thought this is where you were getting at because I thought the moment that play was almost busted was Push to Costa. Costa, they were both. Costa was really tucked into center mid. I guess I don't know if it was off the top of my head if it was a heavy touch or what happened, but kind of bounced off the Houston player in that midfield row, and it kind of just landed for him again. And then Costa put in a through ball a nice fucking ball to Grancero, who was wide open in that wing, and then that's when Grancero does that cut in, and he, again gives that ball into what seemed like no man's land, and then you have Ricky close, finish that fucking rocket. So that's where I thought you were talking about the goal, but look at where that play started. Ricky to Costa.
Oh yeah.
And then he follows through. Right.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about Costa because I think. All right, hold on, let me just get my thought out on this goal. I just wanted to big up Granciere. Right? A big up.
Say it again.
Pooch, I want to big up Granciere. Big up Granciere, dog. Now I really want to just give him his props, bro, because he put the ball into space. Right? Trusting in Pooch is gonna run into it and do what he did. We've been missing that so much because what we've been trying to do is look into the player's foot, right? Like put it into player's foot, put it into a direct pass, like that, just attacking with space and having defenders like react to that. Like it's something we're missing. And I like, might have been an accident, might have just underhit it a little bit, right? Or something. No,
that's what he wanted to do. Yeah.
I'm trying to take it away from him. But like again, that was dope to me because like that finding a space is something we don't do often. And look what an easy goal that turned out to be just because he attacked that space. He found the ball in that space. Amazing shit. And that made me feel good. It's a wrap after that. Now I'm like, oh, Butch is in there. Like, and Butch has already been kind of monster this whole game already. And we will waste no fucking time.
Minute after, baby.
No fucking time. I mean, like they lost it off a kickoff or something like that. I don't even recall like how
something really fucking dumb. Yeah, and it lands right to Brugman.
So it goes into Cheech.
Costa into Cheech. Puts the ball into Cheech. Cheech sees Brugman right behind him, and he fucking just lays it off one time.
L1X, baby. My man was out, bro. He said 1-2 real quick. Yo,
is that the same on FIFA? I mean, on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, LB.
Okay, all right, come
LB, whatever. LBR, L1, whatever. Yo, that in ball from Brugman though. That pace on that, the way it just goes in between the two defenders and it's too much pace on it for a defender to commit, try to intercept it. Like Cheech with that run too. Cheech puts everything in that. Like he committed to that run, right? He trusts Brugman that he's gonna hit him, or at least intent to hit him, right? Like so he commits to that run, bro. What team is this? Chicharito, before he got a pass, like he gave the touchback and ran. He ran that route again. You know what I mean? Committed. Because he trusts Brugman to hit him with the pass, bro. Oh my God, I'm happy right now. Like me watching that, bro, I'm over the fucking moon, right? Because now we're for plays again. You know what I mean? Now I'm really excited. I'm over the moon. Because that's really good football. Both these goals are really, really fucking good team football, man, right? Granciere finding space, like trusting that Butch is gonna take it and score easy goal. Cheech like giving that one touch and making that run, trusting Brugman to hit him with that pass. Yo, this team has chemistry. This team figured it out, and that's very good, man. Going to have 2-1, and it's a wrap. All right, it's a wrap. Second half starts, and I think I told you, Masa. I said we need to score one more goal because Houston has nothing to play for, right? Score one more goal, it's done, and this team won't fight anymore. Well, and Cheech, the starters didn't really find more space, didn't find time, didn't find a chance. In comes Efra, in comes Joveljic, out goes Costa and Chicharito. Talked to him about that chicken pass.
Listen, there's nothing to really say. It was a good pass. If Chicky Noogie could do this more often, not once every 15 games, we're talking about a different thing. But there's no one here has knocked him for not having a good left foot. We give him shit when he doesn't put away goals on that educated left foot.
Yeah,
exactly. Absolutely. I'm not trying to come back him up. Because there's one thing that is known about him is that he does have a good left foot. So these are things that to me about him should be like bread and butter. Like always, like this is just boom. Like it's not even a question. Like, damn, he did that. You shouldn't be surprised. Like this is happening. That was good, beautiful, fabulous, like amazing, great ball.
Listen, it's a lost cause because I far from giving up on Nefer, right?
Chicky Noogie. Mm-hmm.
It's still fucking frustrating though, right? Because if he could have just done that, I'm not talking about like just consistently, right? Or create chances like that consistently. The gap between not having Pooch and having Pooch would have been a lot shorter the whole season. I mean, but his ass got shot after shot to be that, and he just never fucking figured it out. Frustrating as fuck. Either way, though, give him his credit. That was a fucking beautiful setup for Dejan. Dejan is fucking cold too, because keeper in front of him.
Cold, frío.
Keeper in front of him, he puts it right back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not sure what he was indicating when he was fixing his watch. Is it Dejan time? What is it, like playoff time?
I don't know what it was.
Time.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, did he? Oh, cool. Well, I know it was. I was like, whatever it is, though, like, yeah, dog, you're getting called to national team, dog. You're getting called to national team, boys. I'm telling you right now. I ain't getting no, never mind. I'm not going there. 3-1. Right? Whatever happened after that, whatever. It's a fucking wrap. G's have officially locked in a home playoff game. All right. I know I want to talk about playoffs. Couple minutes.
Playoffs?
A couple
Talking
minutes.
about
Each.
playoffs?
Now the regular season's over, right? Not the year, not the season, just the regular season's over. What's the immediate reaction to the season? Like give me a 1 or 2 minute reaction to like started well, like in the middle we were fucking everywhere, and then how we ended and going into playoffs. Give me your 2 minutes of how you feel like over the season, regular season.
So we started off well, and then we fell off, and then it was obvious we needed to bring in people. And I feel the signings during that period were spot on. When Brugman came in and Banny said he needed a CDM, everybody's like, what the fuck? We need a cam. And he proved everybody wrong.
Our defense, though, we didn't expect that he was going to get rid of Reveloson.
Yeah, but that wasn't when Brugman came in here. Brugman was here already, and Reveloson was still here. So he brings in Brugman, and then we go and get Ricky Push, and that man. Both of those guys, I feel like, are the reason where we're at right now. And I know we're upset about Reveloson leaving, but at this point, man, like since he's gone, I don't think anyone's even mentioned Reveloson, bro. Like that shit's fucking wild because he was one of our better players. At least I think so.
I agree with you.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
And then defensively, we had struggled a little bit. And then we go get fucking veteran presence like Martin Cáceres, who does not look like he's fucking 35 years old out there.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's great.
I was excited about him just because I figured he would give.
Because you're a fake ass Uruguayo? Yeah, that's why.
Low-key in South American, though. But I was excited about him just because of the experience, and I thought he was gonna teach all the younger players. But man, my man's won that back.
Still in it. He's still in it. Yeah, he still got it. Yo, he's going to World Cup. You know what I mean? Like my man. Sorry, you're 2 minutes.
Yeah. So I feel like the signings that we've made have been covered where we struggled. Right. We struggled in the midfield. We brought in Brugman. We needed someone creative. We brought in Puig, and we were having troubles defensively. And they brought in a veteran president, Martin Cáceres, and I feel like those three guys is what saved our season at the halfway point or from the halfway point on. And right? it's just fucking crazy that we had a good window, a good summer window, and
good business too, man.
I'm excited. Yeah, good business. Yep.
Good business. Like after again, I think like you said, after the summer, right? Post fucking Costa, I think like the business that we've done has been really good. Angel.
I listen, Masa, everything he says is accurate. I'm not gonna try to argue anything he said. I agree for the most part. To me, I just stand alone. I just think it's Ricky. Ricky Puig has been the difference maker because for years now we've been calling for a center attacking midfielder, for a cam, for a creative person, for someone to be that type of person. We get one and look at what happens. We're still conceding goals, right? So I don't think we've been great defensively. If someone wants to have a different take on it, that's fine. I'm not gonna bother arguing with you because I'm watching these games and we still have our defensive issues, right? And it's not perfect yet, So to me, shit, just think about how many games we got scored on. We needed Ricky Puig to come and save the day, right? Or Dayon to come and save the day. It's simple. It's just Ricky Puig. There's no, in my opinion, there's no other reason why we're in this situation we're in. It's just that one fucking player.
Fair. Like I can't argue that. I mean, I could, but I won't. Like I could see your points 100%. I'll just say this, right? Like it winning or winning, winning fixes a lot of things.
Well, it's maybe I said getting results, right? Because listen, we got scored in every single game since we haven't had a clean sheet, but we've still battled. We've gotten ties in places that we didn't expect to get ties, right? We've came back to win games. We just talked about Houston, something that's not really our MO to fight back, right? Or maybe it's just this fucking player. Like Ricky doesn't know shit about the Galaxy's history. My guess. I mean, look about when he came, right? He don't give a fuck. We're playing Houston and what's happened in the pack with Houston. He doesn't give a shit about fucking RSL and the fact that they beat us in 2009 and the history that we had, during the Beckham and Donovan years and the Keno years, right, with their squads. He doesn't know about 4th of July. No, it's just to him. He just wants to win. So to me, it's refreshing.
It's primal to him, right? It's an instinct.
Exactly, and it's refreshing. Right, it's a refreshing feeling, and it's contagious to the rest of the team, in my opinion, because then they all want to keep playing, they all want to keep going. Like, fuck it, who cares if they score? Come on, give me a ball, let's go. And it only took him a few games for the team to be like, okay, this guy's legit. If he's going, I'm going. Like, he's the type of guy that you want to keep going to battle for, and even if you lose, but you're gonna give it all. You're gonna fucking battle to the very end.
Yep. Listen. Here, let me just go ahead and say, winning changes everything, and I don't mean just as a team, but look at what it's done for the community. Look at what it's done for the fans, right? Like, the level of hype. Like, here's an indication of how I know where we at with the team, right? Go look at the resale market right now for G tickets for Saturday. Prices, I'm bug. I fuck y'all for posting prices that high, right? Like, if you can't make it, sell it to your fellow G for a regular price. But that's an indication of where the hype's at. Like, tickets are being sold for stupid money. Shouldn't be.
How much are we talking about?
For GA 120.
Fool! Oh damn! It's not even a fucking MLS Cup.
Again, fuck y'all for posting that for tickets at that price. Because if you can't make it, sell it to your fellow G's. You want to make a couple bucks, make a couple bucks. But 120, suck my ass. But like, that's
right now. Then
that's an indication of the hype, right? Like people believe that people are willing to pay that much money for that ticket for Saturday. Indication of where we're at. Again, results winning does that for us. Can these boys go on a run and change? Again, we're seeing it from a different perspective because we were used to winning, frustrated that we haven't won for such a long time. All the Galaxy fans who have never seen these fools win a home playoff game, they've never been to a home playoff game. Can these boys win this playoff game and change their perspective of this team? Because that's also contagious. Right? Either way, let's move on. Playoffs, baby. We're here. Hosting fucking playoffs. Talk to me. Because both of you, because Masa, I cut you off. I need you to bring back that.
I want to hear what you had to say.
Because this is a home playoffs. I want you to tell these people how and what your memory is right now, dog. Because like this is
a playoff is just the smell of the grass, bro. Like, it just smells different. It feels different when you walk into that stadium. Like, there's something about playoffs in that stadium that just for me it feels different. And like, I'm so excited for Saturday because I even think it might rain in the morning. Like,
yo. I was hoping you to say it so I can bring it up, but yep. Go ahead.
Bro, it's just when there's little sprinkles and little storms here and there, it's always been a good day for us during playoff time. So I'm pumped about it, bro. Like,
you were going to talk about your first playoff game though.
I don't even remember my first because there was so many, right? But it always it always feels like that. Like, that feeling of the smell of the grass is it's like I only get it during playoffs. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, it's weird. It's just I love it, and I'm excited for it.
Y'all want an experience? You want an experience? if you're part of SG, contact your leaders and help out bringing in the tifo. Ask them what's going on with tifo, because there's times we bring them in the morning, game prior, game before a playoff,
you could
and
stick that in before,
and you take an empty stadium in like right before that, and it's fucking amazing.
The calm before the storm, literally. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a great. We've done that before. That's
listen,
I didn't even think about that. That's
This show is sporadical as fuck. Like we have no direction, and I'm okay with it. I just want to bring.
We're from the stands, baby.
Yeah, I gotta bring something else up too, right? That I wanted to bring up earlier, but I think it's the perfect time. I understand that a lot of people are jaded, right? I understand a lot of people still don't believe in this team because they've let you down 100 times over. Going into playoffs though on Saturday, yo, cut all that shit off. Like don't bring in a negative energy to the fucking field, man. Like on fucking Saturday, if you're in the stands, bro, if you're in the stadium, you're fucking giving everything you have for 90 minutes for the G. You can take a nap for 3 hours afterwards, but like, like everything you have has to go, like, you know what I mean, for the G's and a playoff game. Because, man, it can't be no half-ass if we're going to have a home playoff game and not have a home field advantage. You got to bring this shit, man. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's kind of what I want to talk about, because previous years, I mean, we've made it to playoffs in different situations. We made it to playoffs as a last seed. We made it playoffs as a top seed. We've won it in multiple avenues. We've won it as being the last seed and not expecting to host a playoff game, but fucking somehow Houston did the same exact shit. That's the only possible team that we could have played in the finals to host a game, and it fucking happened. And we've done the opposite, right? Where we've been the top team. We made it all the way through. I mean, that 2011 team didn't lose a single game at home all the way through, and just happened to be.
It was a fortress.
Yeah, exactly, and just happened to be that year the MLS Cup was going to be at the Home Depot Center, right? And and back then it was during the time where everything was already set, like where you knew where the final was going to be before everything, right? It changed after that season because of the turnout for that game and the way that game, the vibe of that final was, right? Everything changed from that point forward. Then it was the higher seed would be hosting. But back to what I was getting to is that optimism that you have because you are in playoffs. Knowing the Galaxy, knowing our history, it doesn't matter what fucking seed we are. Yeah. We can be the last seed, the top seed, and that's what this should be for everyone going to their first game in playoffs. Their whatever playoff game it is, it's a new beginning. Yeah. And the fact that they've started, I mean they're entering this new beginning the way they have in the last X amount of games since Push has been here. There's no reason why no one's not excited for this.
Yeah,
and it's that it's come in with that adds like we're gonna win, we're gonna whoop everybody's ass from now on.
So here, let's talk about Nashville, and then let's talk about let's do our whole thoughts and prediction on Nashville, and then I want to end up with how we're feeling about the Galaxy in playoffs. What do we got to do to win playoffs? Can we make it run?
Shit, here we go.
All right, like my last cup of Kool-Aid is coming at the end. But let's talk about Nashville, right? Because here we go. We won at home versus Nashville, yeah.
And we went 1-0. We scored late, Dayon.
And we went over there and we stole the draw.
Yep.
So they're fifth place. We're fourth.
I don't think we stole a draw over there. By the way, I think we were the better team and probably should have won that game.
Fair. Like I won't argue. Like because that was a game where both teams had chances.
They scored off of a penalty.
Yep.
That was pretty much it for them at home.
But yeah, but in terms of again, fourth place, fifth place, there's nothing much in there, right? I think both teams end up 50 points. Yeah, there's like regular season, nothing there. But fuck regular season, right? This team going into playoffs right now. How are we feeling about this? At home. How are we feeling about this?
I feel good. I feel great. I feel optimistic about it. We have a perfect record against Nashville all time because we've only played them this season, first one and second times, and they haven't beaten us yet. And we've looked better. I think against them, our styles match up pretty well. I don't know if they might try something different. This game, just because they're defensively they're a pretty sound team, and they got a golden boot on their team, but
yeah, Mukhtar, Hani
but
Mukhtar.
I don't know. I just feel like as a team, as a unit, I think this season we've been better than Nashville, and I don't know, man. I like our chances this game. It's hard not to. I don't know. Since Pooch been here, we've only lost one game.
Yep.
And that was away in Vancouver.
On an ugly showing. On an ugly showing, right? Like one that stands apart from the rest.
Yeah.
We play that game again, I don't think it's the same result.
Yeah.
Or at least not that bad.
So I feel good about this team. I feel good about this team right now. I feel good about this team, and the rhythm that they're going into playoffs is a good sign.
Yeah,
really good sign.
You got it, Danger? You want to go next?
I don't know. My thing is that I just still have concerns defensively, right? I understand that Mukhtar is, was it golden boot? Did he end up winning the golden boot after all or not? Or
Yeah.
Not, he was up there, right?
Yeah.
I get that he's, but something about Nashville, they just can't get comfortable playing against the Galaxy. They can't dominate. They can't really hit us on counters that well. But that's my thing, right? Is are we going to be shut? Are we going to be focused? Are we going to be tuned in? Are we going to stop playing fucking hero ball when we need to, right? And losing the ball in place, our defenders losing balls where they're not supposed to lose the balls. As of late, they haven't, right? They've been sound defensively. It's been a lot better, even though we're still conceding goals. But it's not the same, terrible goals that we were conceding earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Right. So my thing for me is make it difficult for them, and the fact that they can't break us down easily. If they score on us, it has to be a goal that we're like, yo, that's a good goal. Like, that's a great team goal, or that's a fucking banger from outside. Like, we can't believe you fucking made that shit. We can't. I don't want to talk here next week and be like, we lost this game because we beat ourselves. Some stupid turnovers, or fucking Raheem Edwards tried to take on 30 players and lost the ball, and we're asked out. Or Kool-Aid, tried to fucking take everyone up the middle, then got asked out and left Caceres in no man's land. Whatever it is, right? I don't want to see that. I want to see what we've been seeing from them the last few games, where they've been making the right decisions going forward, right? And if they're going forward, you're actually seeing shifting from the other three defenders in the back, where they're actually covering the spaces that are left behind. That's what I want to see. Because listen, in the attack, we have a fucking attack. Our offense is insane right now. They're doing well. We're creating opportunities. We may not be scoring, 4 or 5 goals every fucking game, but we're still creating opportunity. We're creating good opportunities, right? In every game that we played so far since Ricky Puches came in. And the thing is, it's not just him right now that's involved. You see Brugman involved. Even Grant Sir has been involved. Fucking Costa has been involved.
Oh, yeah. Like we wanted to bring him up for last game because
you did. I know he had a great game, absolutely. And that, right? And they're doing that at the right time. So right now, I'm not concerned about the LA Galaxy's attack. But I don't want to get into situations where we're fucking having to win games 4-3, or fucking 3-2. No, it's be sound defensively. As long as you can do that, even if you concede a goal, but you want to keep it at a goal average, because we know that our team can score 2-3 goals. But we don't want to have to get to the point where our team is, fuck, we've conceded 2 goals and now we got to score 3, from behind, or they scored 3, now we got to fucking score 4, or whatever bullshit, or it's 3-3 and we're going to fucking overtime, right? We don't want that. That's my thing. I still have my concerns defensively, and I hope that it gets addressed right now leading up to this game. And I think, in my opinion, based on the last 2 games that we had against Nashville, or only 2 games against Nashville, this would be a good game to set the tone for what's going to happen the remainder of the season for our back line.
Oh, I don't think it's a good game to set tone. Like, you have to come out with the tone for the rest of the playoff, right? Like, there is no more next game, right? Like, it's on now. Yo, coming into playoffs, I both of you, I think you guys are right. But coming into playoffs, man, like, the team having confidence in each other, the team trusting each other. What we saw in Houston to me, it was exactly what we wanted to see. Right? 2 goals with a very, very high soccer IQ and understanding of your team, like trusting of your team, and 2 very different goals. Right? Like George isn't here, but George is somebody who the whole season said like, I don't see any creativity. Well, this team, no. Let me walk that back. Well, this team has Pooch now, right? And there's creativity and there's spaces that both him and Cheech are creating that allow Costas, that allow Bergman to allow Grand Series to find times. I'm excited for this team because I said it last week. I said we have the best midfield in MLS. Bergman got rated at 9.6 last game. I'll say it again. We have the best midfield in MLS. We have a Chicharito who's found himself again. And if you put a ball in the area with a vent for him, he's going to score a goal for you. Right? We have a Bond who, yes, again, we haven't got clean sheets on, but it's not been his fault. Like he's been on form. He's on his toes.
Yeah, he's been solid lately.
Yo, when's the last time we made playoffs? 2017?
2016. 2017 was our worst season. That was our first year's friends.
No. So when was Minnesota away?
That was
2019.
2019. Yes, 2019.
Okay, so 2019. This team versus the 2019 team. Like we had Zlatan in that team.
Yeah, we had Zlatan.
All right, so let's remove Zlatan and
now we got Ricky Puig, baby.
And let's remove fucking Cheech, right? What I'm trying to get at, like I'm coming into this, I was hopeful last time we were in playoffs. I'm a little less hopeful and a little more confident. Can we make a MLS Cup run? Let's talk about it. But I'm okay with this team, the form they're in. Predictions. Unless you have something else to say, we could say. Please.
I say
prediction.
3-0 Galaxy.
Oh, please talk to me.
Ooh. I like that. This one's tough. I got a 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, it's gonna be close. 2-1 game for sure. Yeah, G's get through.
I got a message from George saying, I'm joining the dark side. I had 3 liters of Kool-Aid. Galaxy win 4-1.
Bye.
I think we're it's a 3-1 victory. I think a 3-1 victory. I'm with you. They have weapons. I think they can score on us, but I think we'll be too much for them, especially because everybody gonna be on it, and it's gonna be a fortress. It's gonna be loud as fuck. Everybody supporting the G. Yeah, I'm right there with you, son. 3-1. All right. I think we have some questions, so we'll answer those in a bit.
Do we?
I just want to. I thought so.
I forgot to question.
Oh, okay.
Oopsie.
It's cool. I just want to go. Let's just talk about. Go ahead and think about this playoff run. Where do you see this team as a playoff run? Like, we all say, hold on, we all say like victory right now. Like we all think we're gonna get past Nashville. So where do we go, Masa?
I already had a good feeling. If we made playoffs, it was a matter of when we made playoffs, and if we would have even finished 7th, I got the boys going to the final.
You make a full run.
Yeah, I don't see. After what I've seen this season, I don't see a team in the West that wants to play us right now. And with this new version of us, I think we have a good shot at it. There's no reason why we can't make that push. I mean, we've beaten everybody above us.
All right, here. Let's do this, right? Because you said that, let's do this. We getting past Nashville,
yep.
Right? We get past Nashville. We're seeing levels in the semifinals. I'm confident there.
Me too.
I'm confident. So I fucks with you, Angel. You think
Yeah,
You
I'm
think
confident too.
put them on their ass? Oh.
Yep, absolutely. Right now, yes. Right
Cool,
now,
so-
definitely.
So that's fucking nuts. I can't believe we're saying this. That right now puts us at the conference final, right? Let's look at the side of bracket. Dallas, Minnesota, who gets passed through there for you guys?
Dallas.
Minnesota.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. I think Dallas is a better team. So Dallas, it's the 2v1. Dallas goes through. Atlanta, RSL.
You mean Austin?
I mean Austin, RSL.
I'm
Austin.
gonna go with the upset. I think RSL will take them.
All right, I'm going with Angel. I think it's Austin too. So Austin, Dallas.
Dallas.
Austin.
I think Austin.
I think Austin.
Semifinal, conference final. Austin Galaxy at Austin.
I take the G's, baby.
Kind of take the G's too, though. Like Austin can't figure it out versus the G's.
What are you eating?
If it happens the way that you guys are saying, yeah.
It just, it is just one thing.
I generally think that right now, Dallas has our number, so that's where I stop. I say we lose in.
So if conference final we play Dallas,
and,
it's a
right, and it's gonna be in Dallas, and look, I understand that we have it to keep pushing now, and it's a little different. But Dallas is, to me right now, they're playing. The second team right now is playing the best in terms of in the West, right? In my opinion, from what I've seen, the games I've seen,
They could have choked and dropped to fourth.
They could have, but they didn't.
They right, and they handled the business. Yep.
Listen, exactly. Sometimes you gotta handle it, and that's, to me, those are things that make you mentally strong. And it's gonna suck because passed by the Jets on that team now. But that's generally where I'm at right now. That's what I think from what I've seen leading up to this right now. But again, it's new season here.
New season. But I hear you. All right, so let's play the scenario, right? Like, anybody got picks from the East that you just want to make?
That's gonna be in the final.
Yeah, or top two in the East, like to make a conference final in the East.
I think Montreal play final.
I think Montreal takes the East. So Montreal knocks out NYC, Miami, and Orlando, right? Like that's.
And Philly, yeah.
Philly over Red Bull or Cincy. I agree. I think it's Philly.
Yeah.
Philly Montreal final, conference final. We take it.
I think I'll take Montreal.
From Montreal all the way. Montreal all the way.
That Montreal team this season, it's been building up. I've said it for multiple years. I think this is the year where they're gonna.
Yo, and low key too, huh? Like they were never like the hottest team, never the lowest team. They just kept doing their shit, and then
except against us at home, we did beat them 1-0 this season.
Cause no, I ain't gonna talk shit. All right, so listen, Montreal Galaxy.
Oh no, it was like it was like 3-0, right? Wasn't that like our best win of the season?
4-0.
Oh, 4-0. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember it was an ass whooping. Yeah.
Montreal Galaxy at Montreal.
Oh my god, you guys are playing this fucking game. You guys are fucking assholes.
Why? Galaxy at Montreal.
Why are we here? Why are we having this conversation? Why can't we just?
Why not, bitch? We got home field advantage. 3 weeks ago, we said a month ago we said the season was over, and now
why can't we just focus on the first game? Why don't we just talk about what's happening on Saturday only?
No, bet me that too, bro. No, just kidding. Over to 2 minutes. I'm done. Yo, Montreal Galaxy at Montreal.
Well, good thing I got my passport. So let's go Canada. Let's go to Canada.
What you think? Do you think the Galaxy do it in Canada?
I think anything is possible with this team.
Anything is possible. All right, listen, that is fucking nuts, right? Like, and again, everybody take this with a grain of salt. We're just fucking around right now. Oh, but the Galaxy allowed us to do this year. They not only made playoffs, but we're gonna be at the stadium on Saturday hosting a playoff game. Go ahead, man. Let's pour that Kool-Aid up.
The thing about it is just they've been convincing since Ricky has came in. They've gelled, and Rudy, you just talked about having the best center midfield right now in the league, and I don't think I'm
not wild, right? Yeah.
No, I think that's accurate. I mean, the way that this team is playing right now, and you win these games in that center midfield, right? If you dictate the game, listen, you'll have the occasional rare game like, was it MLS Cup final when Seattle won with no shots, in penalties, right? It was all fucking Toronto. That's an anomaly. But realistically, if you dictate the game, that doesn't mean that we can't get on a counter and lose on a counter and not score a goal.
Yep.
I get that. But at least in terms of the expectation of what you can think can happen in terms of the probability based on what we're seeing right now with this team and this center midfield group, and then the way that the attack seems to be functioning right now with Costa and Grandsir, which is insane that we're saying this right now, right before playoffs. With a hot ass Chicharito right now, and even Dejan right there just lurking, like, no, fuck that, put me in, like, put me in, like, I'm ready for playoffs, like, he's lurking, right? What other team right now can you say they have a player ready to come off the bench, like he wants to be in this moment right now, like, no, put me in, coach, I need to be here, who's probably fine, like, I should be starting, right? Who else has that right now in that urgency? Now, I think our weak link is Chikinugi. I will say that. Right, I think that's a problem right now.
Because you can't bank on him at all.
Right, I would say Kleshton is a problem right now. I would say Victor Vasquez is a problem right now. Right, we can rely on those players right now. And the reality is their age and their legs. They can't keep up with the intensity of what the playoff soccer is probably going to have for them.
Especially in a tight game at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So those are where my concerns are, and I want to bring it back down to earth. Right, and I want to remind you guys that our team still has holes. I get how we're looking, but we're only thinking about our starting 11. We got to remember that playoffs are deep, right? You have to make a run with the players that you have coming off the bench.
Bro, I'm sorry, but I have to. Regular season, I fucks with that statement and everything, and I think it's one of the biggest reasons we're in depth enough. We had depth, but we weren't good quality depth. Playoffs though. Like, it's it, right? Like, every single game is the last game of the season if you don't win. I want, and the way they're looking right now, they're all looking shape, they're all looking form. I need, like, close to 90 minutes from my starting 11 for the next 4 games.
Oh, absolutely. But again, I'm just bringing it back. That's the reality. That's where we're at. You can't, what if you get to a game when you're 80th minute, 0-0? You see that some players are getting tired. Are you excited to see Kleshton come off the bench? Are you?
It's not Kleshton.
Victor, well, I'm saying in general, like, I'm saying
it's
players.
Cabral,
Victor Vasquez.
I'm excited. I'm not excited for Cabral either, though.
Damn.
Nah, you're 100% right. You're
right.
But
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, here we're putting the pressure, and I think they're capable of handling the pressure on that starting 11 to get to the 80th minute and have a comfortable lead. Where if you are making these subs, it's, hey, you're making subs that maybe are it might be a little bit more defensive, sure, maybe slows down the pace, but it's in a good position, right? And that's where we need, at least my opinion, where these guys need to understand, hey, this single game, one game at a time. Yeah. If you guys can go 90, go fucking 90.
Yeah, but it's lanzador, you know what I mean? Like, everything in everything at it now, right? Like, every single game is everything at it, because there is no more fucking next game. There is no more draws. Like, everything at it. Like, all these players need to go everything at it. 4 games, and then you get a little rest. And you get a little rest with a chip, though, right?
I wasn't sure, and I forgot to look it up. If we draw, do we go to extra time?
Yeah, I don't think there's a...
or does higher seed advance?
I don't think higher seed advance. I mean, at least I haven't seen anything. We have the commercial underground knows everything, so he can let us know right now in the chat.
That's for real.
Yeah, he's the man with the real facts.
Yeah.
If what's the deal? If teams tie, like, what's gonna happen? Like, let us know.
Lost my train of thought here. All right, let's go.
It is ET.
Extra time. Yeah.
Extra time. There you go. The real man with the facts, Masa.
Time to go, boys. Man, as comfortable as I have felt, like, I'm more comfortable right now than 2019. I'm pretty sure I'm more comfortable than I was in 2016 going up to Colorado. So let's go. I think the team let's make a run out of it, right? I'm gonna say this: expectation met for the season. Expectation met. Not go out there and get this house money right now. The expectation met. Like, again, a month ago we were all thinking that team. So now expectation met. Let's go. Bring the ruckus. So nothing on socials for questions.
No, I didn't see anything that's kind of on me. I fucked up.
Cool. This is one that we saw both in the chat, and then Danger TRL also posted it on Discord. Says, we made playoffs. Does this change any feelings regarding the FO? Can I add to this for a little bit too, right? Because
sure, go ahead.
Because we made playoffs, and at least at the superficial level, like, the last the last business guys have done in regards to players have been really good. There's a fan favorite that returned fan engagement recently, which is also something that I take into consideration with this. How do we feel about that, FO, after all that?
My opinion, based on everything, the way that the last few weeks have gone, the last couple months since Ricky coming, since the acquisition of Brugman, Caceres, I'm still Klein out. I'm gonna say that because 7 years of trash, but he's at least given himself another off season, to see what the team does in the summer. Well, sorry, it's not summer. In the current transfer window coming up, post World Cup. What happens? Vanny, I think right now has given himself a little bit more. In my opinion, he's the one that has given himself more wiggle room to be here for sure, guaranteed next season, right? And start building off of what has ended right now, right? And do that evaluation of where the team. Okay, I have my cam right now. I do have my CDMs. I hope he's understanding that. Hey, you know what? Chikinugi's trash. Kleshton's done. Victor Vasquez is done. That's 3 players that, obviously I know that in terms of Kleshton, you're not really paying him much, but you're still paying Chikinugi some money, right? Hopefully, I'm going to Araujo, and because I think that's the next step for him, he leaves. It's what happens in the next step, right, in terms of this upcoming window for the Galaxy that's going to say to me, hey, Klein's really got to go after this season, or, you know what, he's given himself more time. Because now we can't trust the process, right? Because now maybe we do see some sort of projection based on how this season ended up. And listen, this is way getting ahead of myself, and take this with a grain of salt. Let's say we do win MLS Cup. I still don't want that to people to be blinded by what actually has been his reign, right? And Chris Klein's reign, that is, right? That sometimes you get a player like Ricky Puig, and that's the difference maker. But if without him right now, we're still in the same situation. As a matter of fact, we're probably not in playoffs right now without Ricky Puig, right? Yeah. So think about that, right? And I don't know whose decision or where that business went. If it was his decision, his business, I highly doubt it. I don't think he has shown the capability as of late to be the guy to make that type of signing. But that's where I'm at. It's at least at very minimum, he's given himself this upcoming offseason. Depending on what he was giving himself, what happens there, I think he's giving himself at least another year.
Yeah, I'm hopping here because you're 100% right. The realistic thing I think is what you just said. Klein got himself a little more padding for next year. Vanny, he's got himself. I think he got a little more leeway. I don't think there's an expiration date for him. But the right thing would be to chop off Klein, right? Because I think a lot of credit has to go to Vanny. Because even when pieces are not like Cabral and Granzier for most of the season, if we replace them with capable wingers, this team also would be better, right? Like we wouldn't rely so heavily on Puig. So I understand where he's going. So like there's like again, I said it, early on. I see the vision. I think you see it more clearly now, especially with the introduction of Puig, who gives you that liberty to be whatever you want because he has that talent, right? So I would love to see Klein get axed. Bring in a fucking GM, right? Bring a GM. Bring a GM, and you don't really necessarily need a fucking soccer head to be president, bro. Like Wiki, remember those years, man, right? Like Wiki, like Wiki, he dealt with all the money shit, all the business side, and gave the reins to Bruce to do his thing, and it worked for us. Vanny could do the same shit when it comes to the coaching side of things, the MLS side of things. This man a fucking GM who knows the league. And be fine. But the realistic thing, I think we will see Klein again, at least another year. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. Masa, you got anything to say on this?
Fuck Chris Klein. What's it been, 7 years?
Mm-hmm.
More?
7 years.
10 years? 2 fucking playoffs, bro. That's embarrassing. For a team like ours, which is the biggest team in MLS.
Payroll,
the players that he's brought in. Let's not even talk about this season alone. Just Gio, Stevie G. All those men were his people. because Bruce didn't want certain players here, and they still brought him. Man had Zlatan, and he made playoffs with Zlatan, and then the following year they didn't bring anyone back to back that team up. And it's like, how do you miss that opportunity?
Not just that, they scapegoated GPS, right? And
100%.
GPS 100, like people are like, oh, GPS was trash. GPS never really got the opportunity to actually build a team. Like the year that we even made a playoffs, it was a fucking Band-Aid team, and that's what people. And then you had the COVID year, and that's what people don't understand. Like people are just.
Oh man, I think where they fucked up GPS, and I'll keep saying this, is by bringing in Zlatan, because that man had a different team in his mind with
Kamara.
From Kamara. It was a whole different team, and I think the team was gonna be playing better. Whatever. Fuck
But
that. We're home playoff 2022.
That wasn't. But
That
I
was
think you're
Siggy's
tripping
team.
because that was
That was
Shiggy's
Siggy's
team, bro.
Oh, that's
point
right.
is-
You're fucking right.
Mhm.
Point
Yeah,
is,
you're
right.
tripping.
Yeah,
point
okay.
is that all the questionable signings and 10 years and two playoffs, this one included.
Don't forget that in one of those years he said, "Oh, we're gonna change our philosophy and go to the academy." And where's Galaxy seen in history?
terrible.
Yeah,
He needs to go, bro. Like me personally, I opted out of season tickets, and they asked me, my ticket rep, shout out my ticket rep, that was dope as fuck. He asked me, "Oh, do you want to renew? You know, teams turn this shit around." I'm like, I don't care if the team's turning around, bro. If this man is back next season, I'm not getting season tickets. I told him straight up, call me when this man is gone. I'll happily spend money here, and that was it.
I'm right there with you.
That's where
Hey,
where I'm at.
Shout out though. I thought they were gonna fuck me. I thought they were gonna fuck me because I didn't sign up for next year. I thought they were gonna fuck me with this year's playoff tickets. I thought they were gonna hold them hostage for fucking for my seat to go. But
So you
they
coming
straight,
back, huh?
yeah, they got me on their pay as we go, so I got my ticket ready. No, yo, just real quick, shout out to Lil Apple and everybody putting in their work right now. Yo, for real, it's fucking 10 o'clock and y'all still putting in work at Tifo. Muchas gracias. Man, I appreciate it. One last question from Danger TRL before we get out of here. It says, no Seattle, no Portland in the playoffs, no away games on artificial turf. Does this open the possibility for us to make a cup run? For me and Masa, we didn't even need to know that there was no artificial fields because we're about in serving up the Kool-Aid.
It doesn't matter though, man.
But does it matter? Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No, because the player that we care about the most, or at least that affects the most, in my opinion, which is Ricky right now. That's what the fuck he was playing with Barca B, bro. That's
yeah.
Like that's what he knows. He understands playing in turf. And listen, I'm sure he's already played enough games that he realizes, yo, some of these fields are fucking ass if I'm playing in turf. I mean, he fucking played in New England. Was that? No,
that was ass.
That's the one that was really bad, right? Yeah. So, plus it's playoffs. He already understands the travel. He understands this is not it's not cake. It's gonna be hard. So it doesn't matter. Lo que venga, just fucking let it rip.
Yo, and it's a different mindset too because it's playoff, right? Like, I'm sorry, I just thought in my head right now, but like, you change, right? Like you going into this game as a player, you change, right? Like now you know it's like do or die. You're hungry, no? Like yeah, I have to believe that across the board for the whole team, right? Like that's the mentality. We got it this year.
First start, even for Cabral, man. Maybe he lights it up. And I've been hearing some of the pods, and they keep saying that, what if he's the Pando? What if he's the Pando? Hey, fuck it. What if?
If he is the Pando, bro.
You know how bad Pando was? And he's still a fucking legend. And he's still a fucking legend because of that goal. You know what I mean? Cabral, you be a legend too, my guy. You can stay the next 3 years on that salary if you just get us the MLS Cup somehow, some way. I don't give a fuck. Get us the MLS Cup. All right, dope. Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, let's do it.
Yo, if you're going to a game on Saturday, man, it's an early game. Get your asses there early. Don't show up at 11:45 trying to get in the game by the time the game starts.
That might be me.
But you have prior engagement, so if you can, and I understand because it's an early ass game, it's fucking whack. But still, if you're going to a game, show up early. If you're gonna watch it somewhere, show up early. Yo, tell all your mamas, tell all the esposas, tell all the grandmas to light the velita for the cheese on Friday night. You know what I mean? We need all the positive spirit, because bro, let's make this fucking run. That being said, another episode straight from the stands. But Rudy, I'm sports on Twitch, I'm sports on Twitter, I'm sports on the gram.
This is Angel. Find me at JN the Feeder 7.